Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. Where I do what I do for you. Got a nice little lesson for you today. Real life lesson. You know how I do it. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules led by storytelling, story with a message. Message and story for life. I give life lessons. I see you tuning in. I'm gonna say you doing what you do. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinkers mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. Know thyself. So what I do is to give you the information you need to make that happen for yourself. Let's go. Know thyself is a question, a rhetorical one, but it's one you should have an answer to. And if not, tune in. I'll help you out with that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do and I do for you. I appreciate you too. I got you. Stay tuned. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. I can wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right? Think that know that self. And to my eye, be true. I just coined the word. I don't know if I coined it, but frenemy. It's a new word. Or some people might know about it. But if not, let me enlighten you too. Frenemy. Right thinkers, let's talk about frenemy. AKA friend turned enemy. Yeah, I got now. Oh yeah, yeah. We got a bunch of them. Let's talk about them. Yeah, I make frenemies on the regular now. Seems like why? Because if you're not real, you already know the deal. I'm not going to be dealing with somebody who's fake, phony, and ain't doing what they need to do as far as I'm concerned. So I don't judge you. I just know how to deal with you. Once I find out how you are, I deal with you. Remember, fellas, sisters, knowing how a person is ain't your job to change them. Your job to understand they are who they are and deal with them accordingly. What's wrong with that? Just giving a little heads up. That's a philosophical point of view that we should all take because you think you got your stuff together. Somebody else ain't as good. It's a competition. Being your best self is only you competing against yourself. So moving on. Trust me, that's the concept of life. You got like, well, how he doing? I'm doing better than him. I got him beat. Wrong concepts. All wrong concepts. And one thing about concepts is beliefs. You can change them when you get the facts, when you get the truth. You can make a better decision now. You ain't got to do, well, I believe this, or I think that, I feel this. No. Once you know, you know. You ain't got to do all the other nonsense. That's why knowing thyself is the most important thing you can do. Trust me. Let's talk about those friends who are only your friend. Why? Because they can get something from you. You know them kind? Always need something. They always in need. They always need you to do something for them. They always need something from you. And the first time you don't get them, you ain't nothing. Frenemies, haters. That's what they really are. But they disguise themselves as your friend. They really hate it and want to see you do bad. They just hang around just to hope you go down. Those are the kind of people you kill with kindness. If what you're doing is working for you and they don't like it, you continue to do that. That's why I do what I do for you right now. Some people ain't liking it. Ask me if I care. Moving on. Frenemies. Frenemies. Okay, well, what? They will talk bad about you. They will lie on you. They will steal. And they will steal. Watch this. This the kicker. They go act like they steal your friend. That's why I got a problem with them kind of people. They think you don't know what they're up to. But if you use your discernment, you use your observation to see what it is, and a person who ain't a good person will show you who they are if you just pay attention. That's why all my stuff I send to you, it says what? Pay attention. That means there's something there. Check it out. That's what I'm saying. When you take in new information, excuse me, when you take in new information, you have to take it in first, digest it, understand it, and then use it for what its intent is to give you information to make better decisions. Don't just take what somebody said. Well, so and so said this, that's it. Ain't never gonna do that. So even with me, fact check me, double check me, triple check me. But once you learn to trust me, you ain't got to worry about that. Why? Because you know the brother is good. So that's the difference. Now, if we are friends and you disrespect our friendship, you become the frenemy. Why? I'm no longer be your friend. You the enemy. If you show me how you really feel about me and it's not good, you ain't got to worry about that. Why? You gone. You done. When you keep toxic frenemy frenemies around because you don't know who they are, they're always going to have something go wrong. Something always because always somebody behind the scenes doing stuff that manipulating that ain't good. So when you're around those kind of people, expect that kind of environment. That's called chaos. If you break my rules, and I do have rules I live by as a friend. Rule 1, don't with me. Rule 2, don't with me. Rule 3, don't forget rules 1 and 2. We won't have a problem. If you break the rule, trust me, you're going to pay the price. Understand that. I don't care who you are. Don't make a difference. You disrespect me, you're going to have a problem with me. Simple. Don't care who you are. Don't care your position. Just that don't mean nothing to me. Understand that. Don't care. If you break the rule of my friendship, you will no longer be my friend, but you be my friend to me. I know who you are. I put you right where you need to be. A friend used to be a friend, no longer a friend. Why? Because what they did, now you become my enemy. I don't keep friends around who ain't my friend. You just soon be my enemy. I don't have a problem with that. Next one. Check this out. When the friendship goes wrong, you become my frenemy. I got over I got friendships for over 50 years since grammar school. Why? Because respect. When respect is broken, when trust is broken, the party's over. They cut that cord. Why? The friendship is done. You ain't got nothing now. Understand that. That's just my philosophy. You ain't got to do that. Okay. I hear people saying, you got to forgive. No, you got to, don't tell me what I got to do. Stay black and die. That's what I got to do. But forgiving somebody for trespassing against me, no, I don't have to. That's not my philosophy. Moving on. Sorry. You got what you call haters. Okay. The frenemies are haters who are really your frenemies. Why? They act like they're your friend, knowing they're not. Knowing they don't like you. Knowing they don't and they still gonna be around you. Still, I can't do that. I would never do that. So people who do that, I got nothing for you. Algebra, little rascal. That's not for you, algebra the horse. Okay. People who don't treat you right, you should just leave them alone. That's across the board. Moving on. I have lifelong friendships. Why? As well as lifelong frenemies. I've been having people who've been a friend of me for years and will continue to be. Why? Because once you cross that line of friendship to enemy, you can't come back. Like life. Once I did. No, only thing is to do over is your spirit. Your consciousness wiped out. Okay, you wiped out. So if you do what you're supposed to do, you will live on. If you cross that line, we're gonna sever that cord. Just like life. Once it's over, it's over. Moving on. And that's what you should do to people who don't treat you right. Frenemies is what? That fake friend who true colors will show in the end every time. Every time you put them in a predicament to do something for you, and because they dislike and disdain for you, they're not going to do it. So they're going to leave you hanging. You have somebody do that to you, those are frenemies. Put them in place and don't depend on them for nothing except their hate. That fulfills me. Frenemy, watch this. A frenemy is not your mate you break up with, nah, but those who smile in your face and never break up. Why? Because they continually do the stuff behind your back that's not good. And once I get the hearsay, once I hear you say something about me, and you ain't gonna even know why we no longer friends. But if you address it like a man, I'll let you know, nigga, what you said. I heard what you said. Mm-hmm. See, some people won't own up to what they said. They think you didn't know. Most people gossip. When you talk bad about one person to another person, that person will tell somebody else. telephone, telegram, tell a friend, and that's how stuff gets around. Moving on. Frenemies are those who hang around what just to bring you or just to bring you down or see you go down. You know them kind? Mm-hmm. Always against every decision you make. Nah, ain't never the right one. So they ain't never gonna co-sign what you do. So leave them alone. Don't depend on them for nothing. Their opinion, their concept, nothing. If you want to kick it with your enemy, knock yourself out. I don't do that. That's why you're the enemy. We all have frenemies, aka haters, just don't know them yet. Why? Because they haven't made themselves known. They're there. They just you haven't peeked them out yet. They sneaky. They said how the snakes cut the grass to see the snake. Yeah, same thing, same concept. But you should recognize the snake. If it's slither and it's slip, oh, it's a snake. You ain't got to get bit by it to realize it's a snake. My man 50 had a good point. His grandfather told him, if it slithers like a snake, if it slides like a snake, it's a snake. Don't let it bite you. Get away. Story of this lady helped the snake. I'm not going to help a snake. Don't worry about that. So moving on. We all have, okay, that's where we are now. Okay, now that friend you share personal information with is your friend to me. Why? Because they just get inside information to keep your situation perpetuated with other people putting your business in the street, so to speak. Okay? If you having problems at home, keep your problems at home. Once you take your problem outside the home, you got other people in your business. Well, if they don't know your business, they can't be in your business. Young people, keep your business to yourself. Sharing it with other people, never a good idea. Okay, be careful who you pay, who you be cool with, who you become friends with. Why? All friends are potential frenemies. If somebody wants something from you, and they will befriend you to get that. And if they get what they want from you, they probably continue to be your friend as long as you give them what they want, or they get what they want from you. When a person can't use you, they have no use for you. Those are not your friends. So most frenemies are not what? Good people. It pretend to be, but they ain't good people. Why? If you was a friend, you'd be a friend. If you're a friend of me, that means you're a bad person. Simple as that. They have personal issues. Again, that's personal because you are who you are. Ain't nothing to do with me. Understand that. So, loved ones, again, family becoming frenemies, hate has no concern for blood ties. Because you my brother, don't mean you're gonna love me, don't mean you're gonna like and care for me. Don't mean nothing. You got your own way of doing things, you got your personality, your identity, and that's fine. But we good. Okay? I got mine. See? I'm fair. Nothing else. I could care less about you, what you do or don't do. Personally, understand that. So if you think what you do have any bearings on me, think again. I have family frenemies. Yeah, we all do. I ain't the only one. So yeah, you deal with them what like haters. Avoid them. I do. Jibber jabbing back and forth, having attitude when you get it. Man, I ain't got all that confrontation. That's a bunch of wasted time. So understand that. When you get older and wiser, you get better at those things too. I don't do the arguing thing no more. Moving on. Oh, I got to pick this up. I got two more to go. Now, if we was cool, we was friends. I mean, I got a bunch of them, and then we not. It's a reason why you. I don't do those things to break up friendships. I ain't that kind of dude. Why? I understand what it means. It's important to do what you're supposed to do as a friend. If I'm your friend, I'm your friend. I'm not playing you. I'm not using you. I'm not riding your coattail. I'm a grown man. So friends, don't need them. Nah. How many of us have them? Not many. Okay. I ain't got none. Moving on. Your frenemy is cool. You and your frenemy will be cool. What? Until what? Until their real feelings take over. Hate runs deep and it's going to show itself. Trust me. Trust me. That frenemy who seems cool with you until what? Until they get what they want from you. Or don't get what they want from you. And now you got a problem. Why? They're no longer your friend. They become your enemy. Trying to point that out to you. And young people, that bestie, Man, let that go. Besties is the worst thing in the world. Why? Because they might end up being your frenemy. And most of y'all do. I'm a pure real. P-Funk, pure real. I'm gonna keep it real. So yeah, I'm a pure real dude. I'm not nobody's frenemy. Why? I'm not frenemy material. I don't do that stuff. I know that, so I understand one another rule, philosophical point of view that I live by principle. I don't do to somebody what I don't want done to me. That's just being fair. That's how I know I'm a fair dude. But if you do something to me and I get a chance to do it back to you, I'm still fair. Well, I'm gonna do it. That's fair. Okay. But I'm not frenemy material. I'm not a hater. There's not no hate in me. All love. I'm a good dude. Why? That's what I do. I want to have friends who I can engage with and be cool with. I don't want friends who need something from me or I need something from them to be their friend. I got my dude. I'm calling right now. We kick it like we were just together yesterday. Why? That's what friendship's all about. You don't forget the friends because they ain't around. The friendship is intact. Okay, that's friends. Friendship. Frenemies is those friendships that ain't really friendships. So that's why they become the enemy. A friend who becomes your enemy is a frenemy. That frenemy, well, yeah, okay. Now, if we are cool, and I know that, I won't do anything to blow that cool. Why? I live by that rule. Don't mess it up. Don't you be the one to mess it up. When I was young, relationships, I just messed up a whole bunch of stuff. But I was a problem for a whole bunch of my problems. Yeah, a lot of us can't admit that. A lot of us still, well, nope. Take responsibility for what you did. That's it. Why? Because the judgment day, that's what you're responsible for. Just you. Okay? So you should be good at knowing who you are. Why? That's the key to the name of the game. Why? They're going to ask you, what'd you do? Here's your heart. Lay it out. Last one, wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. This is another life lesson. Personal. all my friends, all my frenemies used to be friends with me. That's why I become frenemy. Excuse me. Your frenemies are those who pretend to be your friend. And you got them. A bunch of us got them. Just don't know about them. And they will be found out by who? Me. If you're not who you claim to be, eventually I will find that out and I'll deal with you what? Accordingly. That's all you got to do. Once you know how a person is. If you want to dance with the devil, you should know who you're dancing with. I danced with the devil. I was the devil's best worker. Why? That's what my mindset was. I was a bad dude. Wasn't a good dude. Once you understand that about yourself, that's when you made the change for yourself. I know I wasn't a good dude. I don't care what nobody thought about me. Could care less. When I think about me, what makes the difference to me, and I realized that wasn't a good thing to be doing with your life. So I changed caterpillar concept. We're all born caterpillars, but we're supposed to turn to butterfly. The butterfly, in our case, is knowing thyself. Okay, so I use that concept because it's real simple and easy to understand. I start down here and work my way up. So if you understand what caterpillars do, don't be a caterpillar all your life. Become that butterfly. When you see an old friend who you ain't seen in a while and he's still inching along, still caterpillar, when they look at you, man, you changed. Butterfly. Which one are you? Moving on. All frenemies used to be friends to me. That's what a frenemy is. A friend who became your enemy through actions that prove they was not your friend, but your enemy. You need to know the difference between the two. A lot of us get caught up in the frenemies and carry them for lifelong, frenemies. Don't like you, deal with you just for certain reasons, and you don't recognize that because you ain't paying attention. Simple. Moving on. Once a friend becomes a frenemy, oh, we will never be friends again. Again, that's a one-way street. They talk about burning bridges. That's a burning bridge. When you mess our friendship up, you just burnt the bridge. Don't worry about coming back. Why? That bridge is done. Ain't a bridge. Mm-mm. Trust, respect, understanding. Those are qualities that carry a friendship. If those qualities ain't in a friendship, you ain't got no friendship. You got a friend of me in the works. Why? Because something gonna go wrong. Simple. Moving on. I will never be a friend of me. Understand that. Why? Because if you did it to me once, and I allow you, you will do it to me again. This is why do me once, shame on you. Why? I don't need a chance to do me twice. That'd be shame on me. I'm not that dumb. Moving on, last one. And some of us so-called best friends have become frenemies, and guess what? Came back to be friends. That never works. Trust me. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Don't be a frenemy.